Give me a moment to find the right song. I haven't lost my touch. Here, your friend will have a strong, beautiful heart. At least in terms of craftsmanship. The rest is up to you. The art is just an empty vessel. It needs to be filled to start beating. Life, of course. A heart must be full of life to start beating. But we'll talk about that when you return. Well, there are two ways. Through death, or through sacrifice. No, of course not. You can fill it with the life of creatures you kill, but it will take some time. A life torn away is far less willing than a life freely given, and I can't say what effect it'll have on Bayor. It's not a method we use often. You can pour some of your own life into the art. It'll weaken you, sure, but I'd say some sacrifices are worth making. Besides, I believe it will give you another kind of strength. Something far more valuable than what you've lost. If you want to fill it up with the energies of things you kill, just hold it up when you fight. It will collect life, and at some point, will give you a sign that it's beating again. Come to me and I'll bind life to the heart. If you decide to fill it with your own energy, just tell me. Either way, come back with either a full heart or when you make up your mind. Of course. This part never gets old. Remember, don't resist it. Let go of your instincts and focus on the heart. You'll feel a bit weak afterward, but don't worry. Strength can always be rebuilt. Here, feel how warm it is. It will serve Bayor well.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
You're just in time. The forge is ready. What? That's amazing. What materials did he use? What else was needed? Did he tell you how to make it? Oh my. I have so many questions. But those can wait. First things first. For this, I will need your help, my friend. Once more, as always. So, shall we begin? Okay then. Let's see if those Stone Warden legends have a grain of truth in them. I suppose that's it. Surprising how simple it is to look into someone's heart and tear it out, isn't it? It's different. Everything looks a bit like it's mired in fog. But I don't feel bad. In fact, I feel good. I feel stronger. I guess more will become clear with time. For now, I'll just have to wait and see. The measure of my debt to you is 2 hearts. I don't know how a man could ever repay something like that. I'll be going back to work. Visit me sometime. Don't be a stranger.
Beor's fully recovered. He's doing well and making his own decisions. He doesn't need an old man hovering over him anymore. And, well, to be honest, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm proud of him, but you didn't hear that from me. You've done right by me, so I'll give you some advice. This whole expedition is madness. But as they say, sometimes there's method in madness. And I'll admit, I'm glad these old bones can still be useful. I might not think much of our Lord, but I won't turn my back on him when he needs help. This isn't just about him. It's about our home. I'll do whatever I can for Kuanacht. Tell Yvain he can count on me, even if it's the last journey I'll ever take.
Really? What for? The Menhir burns beautifully. Nothing bad can happen now. Ah, yes. That makes sense. I can see it now. And he sent you to me. How unexpected. But honestly, I'm not worthy. And I don't think I ever will be. What use is a scatterbrained pseudo-druid who's been abandoned by Mother Nature? I'd just get in the way. Or worse, I'd put everyone in danger. The maggot inside me is still strong, I know it. That's why I have to stay here, to protect others from its influence. Tell Yvain I'm sorry. I'm honored he thought of me, but I can't join this expedition.
I should stay out of trouble.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any of them agreed to join me on the quest for the Holy Grail? Well done. Naturally, I would have preferred to bring them all, but two will make fine company. Perhaps along the way, we'll meet others willing to lend us their skills. After all, I can hardly believe you're the only one bold enough to roam the world in search for adventure. You've done me a great favor, so allow me to repay you. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself. Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful. I am the wall between order and ruin.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon, and may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come. Now I understand. was the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people. I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand. All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots. It was you the men here responded to, and you who rekindled it. You did all the work, turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kuanocht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots. Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this. Turn every resource toward understanding why the Wyrdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield. To judge for himself what serves the people. Even if it meant standing against me. Yes, the situation is complex. But that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis. And yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures. We gave our people peace. but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values. Symbols, without the will to uphold them, are little more than ornament. I named his bloodline the Shield of Kurnacht, and granted them dominion over this menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power. Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
I should stay out of trouble. Ah, you need something?
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends. Said he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today? Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on a quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered. House Terion ends with me. Lady Maeve was never granted the chance to give me an heir. And I couldn't bring myself to take another wife or continue the lineage while the world I knew crumbled around me. But your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory, it will end. As soon as the necessary preparations are complete, with any luck, it won't take much longer. Ansem will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. For now, he's assisting me in gathering supplies. I do not know when or if I will return. Connacht and its people must be ready for either eventuality. I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Anselm will manage. Truth be told, he's been the one keeping things in order for quite some time now. Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected my responsibilities. Camelot will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. When I return, it will have to be enough. And so, I thank you once more. House Terion is... no, wait. I am personally deeply indebted to you. Because of your efforts, my family has the chance to reclaim the glory it once knew. Farewell.
Well, well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? You're piecing him back together faster than I expected. We're getting closer to the end. And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have enough power now to enter his mansion. Here, go to this place and see if the door opens for you. No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's time you took a look behind the curtain. It's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island asylum. I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain things, and our relationship soured. No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. His crown, this time. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels about... Oh, you'll see for yourself. How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata territory is a surprise all on its own. But don't worry. They've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helmet. Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this, one way or another.
Have some spare food or coin?
This is my shield. But there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else. But I can feel the missing part. Close. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.